Hello, I am Falarin Irobogbo. Today I am talking about biomedical engineering. We are located in San Jose, the heart of Silicon Valley. We have a population of 1 million and are considered the 10th largest city in the United States. It's the best in the world, practically climate-wise, and the diversity is outstanding. It's the most vibrant place on earth technologically. And for biomedical engineering, there are 1,100 biomedical companies in the Bay Area. And this is composed of large, medium, and startups, so you could have your pick. And there are over 600 companies in manufacturing. Now, the beach is close by, the mountains are close by, even though we expect you to spend most of your time on your studies. So first of all, what is biomedical engineering? Well, it's the application of engineering knowledge to the biological and health sciences for the improvement of the quality of human life. It is very interdisciplinary, it's rapidly growing, so there are opportunities for innovation, entrepreneurship, collaboration, and jobs. It requires the ability to communicate with people in the life science professions, physicians, regulatory affairs, and others. It's a heavily regulated industry, and we train our students to navigate that complex area. There are many discipline areas within biomedical engineering. These include devices, biomechanics, prosthetics, informatics, biopharma, imaging, tissue engineering, diagnostics, proteomics, genomics, biomaterials, microfluidics, signal processing, nanotechnology, quality, regulatory, and many others, including some areas that are evolving. Now, these companies are close to SJSU. If you look at SJSU as the epicenter, you see there are many companies within 15 miles, many companies within 30 miles, and 60 miles. And these are not all the companies. Do you know how many companies there are in California for biomedical engineering? Well, there are 3,249, over 1,700 for medical device equipment manufacturing alone. Revenues are sky high, over $160 billion. Total employment, hundreds of thousands of people, about almost 300,000 people. And in the medical device section alone, over 77,000 people employed. In the Bay Area, over 77,000 people employed. The indirect slash induced employment, over 600,000. Almost a million people are employed in the biomedical sector. Now, the employment growth rate is fantastic. It's been growing at a 7.7% rate if you analyze it from 2012 to 2016. And with things like COVID-19 and people taking more interest in diagnostics and treatments, the area is even growing more rapidly. And there is a lot of venture capital investment in this field, totaling 6.7 billion when analyzed in 2018. Now, do you know what the driving forces are behind these numbers? They are societal driving factors and technological driving factors. People are getting older and they have more money to spend. There's a greater demand for better quality, and people are aware that they could have better quality of life. And there are preventative therapies to help you stay fit and healthy, and healthcare cost containment is also important. So we need to drive costs down by developing new technologies. Now, technologically, we have better tech. We want to get it out there. There's optics, fiber optics. There's miniaturization of electronics, microfabrication, imaging technologies, IT improvements, nano, and many others. So it's so fantastic. And I'm going to pass it on to my colleague, Dr. Simon. She will talk about why you should study biomedical engineering at SJSU.
Hello, thank you, Florin, for giving us an introduction to the field of biomedical engineering. So now we wanted to spend a few minutes and talk specifically about why you might want to pursue a degree in biomedical engineering at San Jose State. As you probably know, the Bay Area, otherwise known as Silicon Valley, is home to lots and lots of technology companies. It's a technology hub. And there are lots of biomedical device companies in this area as well. We counted over 1,100 biomedical companies in recent years, and there are always many startups that are forming, so it's even difficult to track. So as a result of this high density of companies in the area, our department has formed close ties with industry. We have many senior design or capstone projects that are sponsored by an industry partner, and a number of master's student projects are sponsored by companies or national labs. We have the NASA Ames Lab nearby, as well as Lawrence Livermore National Lab, as well as companies such as IBM, Intuitive Surgical, that sponsor senior design projects and master's projects. So there are lots of opportunities to get experience working with industry, either working at the company or doing some work for them on campus, which of course sets you up with good connections for getting a job later. If you don't get a job with that company, at least you've got some industry experience to put on your resume for later. So we have a very diverse student population as well. There are about half of our students are actually female in biomedical engineering, which is sort of uncommon for engineering in general. If you look at engineering majors as a whole, it's about 15% female. So biomedical engineering is much more balanced. And in addition to the gender diversity, we also have outstanding racial and ethnic diversity in our department and at SJSU as a whole. It's a real melting pot in this area. In addition, a special feature of the biomedical engineering program at SJSU is that we have a chapter of the National Biomedical Engineering Society, otherwise known as BMES, that's very active with our students. Our students plan lots of events to help connect you to industry in the local area. They host a conference every year that is primarily planned, organized, and executed by the students. Lots of other fun social events as well. They organize tutoring sessions and group study sessions to help you out with your classes as well. Finally, the faculty in our department really care about you and are invested in you as a person and in helping you succeed in your career. So those are some of the things that sort of set apart our program at SJSU from some others. Our mission here, I'm going to read through quickly, is to be a recognized leader in translational biomedical research, to provide hands-on education focused on solving real-world biomedical problems, to foster innovation and entrepreneurship, and the service of human well-being. And I'm going to quickly point out a couple of words here. The word translational you may not be familiar with. That's a word that's commonly used in our industry to describe how easily technology is taken from the research lab in universities out into the world. So it's great to do academic research. It's even better when that research can be applied and used for patient benefit. And so we aim to work on research and to educate you to have a translational mindset, really getting solutions pushed out to patients and clinicians where they can do good in the world. To support this, we give you a hands-on education. So we have lots of lab classes, probably more lab classes than most biomedical engineering programs, where you get the experience of working with the equipment and taking types of measurements that we talk about in class. So this really reinforces what you're learning and gives you some hands-on experience that's really helpful when you go out for job interviews. You have lots of examples to fall back on and talk about there. So now I'd like to go over the curriculum for our program. All programs at San Jose State require you to take a smattering of general education classes. These are humanities classes, social sciences, and so forth. And you will be advised as to which classes you need to take by a center that we have called the Engineering Student Success Center. The first 2 years of the program, you'll be taking your foundational classes in math, chemistry, physics, and biology, and a couple of introductory engineering classes. And then there's a core or a group of classes for each your junior and senior years in the program. And finally, the capstone to the program is a project that we call the Senior Design Project, or the Capstone Project, where you'll work closely with a member of industry or a faculty member at SJSU to tackle a design problem. You're welcome to come up with your own design problem if you like, or we usually have some projects that are sponsored by companies that have a topic that they would like you to work on. So Here are the faculty that we have this year. We have 6 full-time faculty plus a couple of adjunct faculty, and we will have 1 new faculty member joining us in fall 2020. Unfortunately, we can't share that person's identity yet until all the paperwork goes through. At the question and answer session, we'll have our department chair, Dr. Guna Salvadore, here at the top left, available to answer questions, as well as Dr. Lineweber. Both of them will be there. Thank you for your attention and best of luck in making your decision. We hope you choose the SJSU Biomedical Engineering program. Thank you.